Hi, investors. Nick Garner here from Investmore. And today we've got Dave Cookson talking about agreement in principle forms, an important topic and one I hope you'll find interesting. All right, then, let's get into it. Thanks for joining me today on the podcast. I really appreciate this, and I know you're a busy guy, so thanks for making the time. Uh, do you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself and about Charles Louis?
Yeah, sure. I'll try and keep it short and hopefully sweet. Charles Louis, the mortgage advisory business, history starts in 1996, so we're actually 25 years old this year. The company was started actually by my mother and was formerly known as TC Financial Solutions. I took over the company in 2007, and from there have grown the company to staff wise or colleague wise to 19. We focus on all types of mortgages, so that's first time buyers, buy to lets, overseas, obviously, expat mortgages, and we do other types of finance as well, so bridging, development finance, and the regular viewers will also know my business partner on the home side, so we have the estate agency and lettings.
Okay, so there's quite a lot going on then
hmm
with the business. Um, all right, what I'd like to do then is start with application in principle. What is an AIP?
An AIP or a decision in principle and mortgage in principle, I think it's important to point out that the same has three different same thing has three different names. Is your first step to seeing whether you'll qualify for a mortgage. So this is where the banks are going to make their initial assessment on yourself and property to see if it's viable. Once you get the agreement in principle or decision in principle or mortgage in principle, you will then get a certificate which will say you've passed stage one, if you like.
Okay, and this certificate, it's is it effectively like a legal document? Like, are you obliged, for example, to use a mortgage provider if you have the certificate?
No, no. What the reason, the main reason or the main benefit of having a decision in principle or an agreement in principle is that it gives your agent or who you're buying the property off the green light that you've got a strong possibility of getting a mortgage. Um, they are FCA regulated to a certain point, depending on whether you're owner occupier or non-owner occupier. But the main thing is that the banks are saying, look, we think you're worthy of a mortgage. There's your certificate or your piece of paper saying you can go ahead. You can then go to your estate agency, or if you're going to wherever source you're getting the property from, and say, hey, look, I can qualify for a mortgage.
Okay, and what kind of questions do you ask in the application form?
So to obtain an AIP or hopefully obtain an AIP, the questions you're going to be asked are going to relate with regards to income, place of residency, type of property you're looking for. So specifically, what we're aiming at here are investment properties. So overseas clients who are looking to invest. So we're going to be looking at what's your minimum loan value. Okay, so are you looking at a property which is £100,000, or are you looking at one of £200,000? That will change the lender we go to. So very simplified questions. There is
Okay.
no documents to provide. It's an initial one where we're saying, look, we think we can get you a mortgage. Here's your certificate. Go out shopping for a property. When you've found the property, as long as nothing has changed with your personal criteria or the remit you gave us for the property, i.e., if you are looking for a loan, you've told us you're looking for a loan at 100,000, then you're going to 50,000, then we're confident we can take that forward and get you the full mortgage application in and then the successful offer.
Okay. And how long does the form take to complete usually?
Well, the form hopefully will take no longer than 5 to 15 minutes, depending on typing skills. To get the certificate, we are hoping to turn that around in 24 hours. So, I know you've been helping us on this one to make sure it is funneled in the correct manner. We're quite impressed with it. I haven't seen anyone else doing it out there for overseas clients. I may be wrong. Our competitors aren't going to let us see everything that they do, but we're quite impressed. The main issue for our clients, our overseas clients, is speed. We want to get that all that whole process minimalized effort and minimalized time.
Okay, and this 24-hour turnaround, presumably you've put a lot of effort into workflow and efficiency just to spin it round quickly, as it were.
Correct. We've actually partnered up with a company, Liquid FS, which I've worked with over a high number of years, who specialise in packaging the application up for our clients. Um, do a high level of overseas expats, foreign national mortgages. Therefore, their reach within the lending market is probably better than ours. It's what we call within the market a packager, and we have been in deep discussions with them, and they are 95% confident that with any of our clients who come through ourselves, the way we've been setting the process up in the background is that they will get within 24 hours a decision in principle. You know, that's good. That's very good.
Just so I understand, how does the actual process work? So I go to the web page, and
Hmm.
what next? I do the form.
Do the form. It's as simple as that. Answer the questions which are there. That will then come to us via email and to Liquid FS. Liquid FS will receive it. From that information, they will then send it out to all their lenders. Okay, those lenders will then come back to us and say yes or no. We will then be able to provide a certificate, as stated, and a list of the different products. So you may want a product at 75% LTV, you may want it at 65%, you may want a fixed, you may want a tracker, and that will list those there. Then from the decision in principle, which will be FCA governed, from Liquid FS. You can then use that to, as stated, go to your estate agents, or as I say, wherever you are buying the property from, and from that you'll be able to say, look, there is my go and get a mortgage piece of paper, if you like.
Hi there. Well, I hope you found that short introduction to agreement in principle forms useful. It's an important topic, and now you know roughly how they work. And with that in mind, until next time, good investing.